that gives me a buzz. I get high off that, you know, off it.
Watching one man's trash.
See that one? Because that one's quite see-through, right? So that's why I put the white vest underneath. But I think it ruins the whole line of it. So it's a bit nipply, but post-production we can sort it out, can't we? Do you know what I mean? I'm not the greatest singer in the world. You know, I'm not even that good. I'm just lucky.
After muscles. Aye, he's the shit one, isn't Hey, I'm the coach. I'm the coach.
Look at this!
He's awesome.
Right guys, how's it going? It's about 1:30 in the morning. I was just out in Aberdeen with my stepbrother, and so Aberdeen's about 20 miles from where I live, and I got the last bus home 11:15, and I fell asleep on the bus, and I ended up in a place called Ballater, which is about 20 miles in the other direction. So the bus driver woke us up, and he was like, he had a full bus. There was 4 people sleeping on the bus, and he woke us all up and kicked us all off. And yeah, he was like, "Where are you boys from?" Because he'd only sold 1 ticket to Ballater. So me and another guy got a lift from him to a town called Kincardine O'Neill, and then we had to get a taxi. So I'm in Banchory now. But he said to us that he only sold 1 ticket to Ballater, and 4 of us got off. So there's one guy, dazed and confused, in Ballater right now. But I'm away to go into the kebab shop. The kebab shop's still open. So we're here at the kebab shop. Awesome. It's closed. It's closed, boys. I'm fizzing. I thought I was getting myself a kebab there. Oh, this is the worst night ever. So Finn as well, my dog, he's stuck in the house. Oh no. Anyway, we got some really sweet comics this week. I'm about to go into a really dark bit, but we got some really sweet comics, so let's go have a look at those. Yeah, so I forgot to say before, I'm back at the house now. I've just let Finn out. I forgot to say that when we were in the town, the town Kincardine O'Neill, waiting for the taxi, the guy that had got the lift with me was sick. He was like, "Oh, I don't feel very well. I think I'm going to be sick," and then just started vomiting on the high street of this town, just like right in the middle of the street. And yeah, he was like, "I don't feel very well," and then just started being violently ill. He threw up like 3 times, and then yeah, we just got in the taxi and came home. Boys a nutter. Boys a nutter. Okay, so I thought whilst I was here, this is what is it? It's like 1:30. It's later than that, whatever it is, in the morning. I thought, hang on. There we go. It's coming up telling me I've got low battery. No surprise there. I thought I'd just do some comic books right now. And this one book that I got, it's written by Brinsley Lepoer Trench. It's called Secret of the Ages, UFOs from Inside the Earth. So I'm hoping it's some mad hollow earth theory. It is as well, because look at that. So the hollow earth theory is that the earth's hollow, obviously, and the core of the earth is like an internal sun, and there's people living on the inside of the core, inside of the earth, like under the Anyway, it's mental. I'm looking forward to reading that and seeing what they're saying about it. But we got some ASMs. I bought one properly and I got two incidentally. So they're not very nice condition. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 18. Actually looks okay on here, but the spine, the front and back cover are detached from the book and from each other. This is, however, my earliest Amazing Spider-Man. I don't think it's a first of anybody. It might be, but not that I'm aware of. I also got number 19. This one's a lot nicer condition, but it's got tape on the spine. But this one's all together. But I got all of these for less than 30 pounds, so less than like $40, I don't know. This one's Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 2. This one is all together, but it's kind of brittle. The cover's really brittle. The rest of the book's fine. But this one, Spider-Man goes to see Doctor Strange. I don't know if he goes to see him, but him and Doctor Strange are in it together. Let's see if I can get this out here. So it's like Steve Ditko was obviously drawing both books at the time, and well, Stan Lee would have been writing both books, but it's a good. You get Spider-Man in Ditko's mad Doctor Strange universe. See if I can find a page where they're both on it. I mean, for me, Doctor Strange is Steve Ditko. He really kind of made that his own. Excuse me. But I think there's some reprinted material in here as well, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's kind of my Silver Age books this week, this week. I'm still waiting on more stuff, but like I say, it's half 1 in the morning, so these aren't too bad. We'll see what else is going on. Okay, hello, how's it going? It's Sunday. Oh, Finn just fell over. Yeah, so I tried to get the Mega Drive going on the telly, and I couldn't get it to turn on. So I was starting to get a bit worried. So I think it's the connection into the TV, which actually made me feel a little bit better because I couldn't get the Atari to work, and I'm assuming now it's the TV and not the Atari itself. Although buying another Atari would be cheaper than buying a new TV, so maybe it is worse. But to get to the point, I found a cable for the Mega Drive. I just typed in Mega Drive cable into eBay, and it came up with the little 9-pin connection into the back of the Mega Drive that usually goes into your TV antenna. I got one on eBay that goes into SCART instead, and the quality difference is incredible. And it was like $2.99. I can't believe I've never done it before. So I was chancing my luck and hoping to find an Atari one as well, but I think the Atari must just be like that little bit too old. They can't get a component to work that way, but I don't know. Anyway, that's a minute and a half that I've just spoke about that shit. I'm not 100% sure what else is going on. I didn't get any post on Saturday. So yeah, that was a bit annoying, but yeah, let's go and figure something else out. Ready? Ready? Okay guys, how's it going? So I've been reading Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run again, and I came across a couple issues here. I wanted to just show a couple, because I've got the full run, in single issues, but I don't have them all in the Saga of the Swamp Thing. DC did these Essential Vertigos, and when I first started picking these up, the comic book shop that I went to, these were 50p, and he had certain days where back issues were half off. So I went in on one of those days and just got all of these, all the ones he had, for 25p, and that was what I first had for the Swamp Thing run. And then I went back and started picking, like, I've got a 20 and a 21, I've got a 37, First Constantine, 35, whatever it is. I've got some of the nicer ones, and they only did 20 of these. So I think this stops at, sorry, they must have done 30 of these. This stops at issue 43 of Saga. Does it? I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is Essential Vertigo Swamp Thing 21, or Saga of the Swamp Thing 40. So this is a book called The Curse. This is the third storyline, American Gothic it's called. These are reprinted in black and white, which is really nice to see Tottlebin and Bissette's artwork. But you do kind of miss the colour a little bit. But it is nice to see them. Horror in black and white's fantastic anyway. But this book is about a werewolf, but it's like it starts off with a woman buying sanitary products, and it's set between there and an old Indian tribe, Native American, tribe that every month they put their women away into this like little hut thing because they're like unclean. And he's obviously trying to make a point on feminism. Alan Moore is. He's trying to make a pro-feminist point, but he makes it by saying that once a month a woman turns into a fucking werewolf and kills everybody. So he's maybe a little bit misguided, but his heart's in the right place. I just thought that was quite funny. I was like, you're trying to make this pro-feminist point by turning her into a werewolf who kills everybody, absolutely everybody. She kills her husband, I think. Anyway, these Essential Swamp Things are fantastic. I would recommend these as a cheaper option to his main run, because now I'm thinking about replacing these, and it's not going to be cheap. This is Swamp Thing 15, Essential Swamp Thing 15. The Rites of Spring, I would recommend getting this one, the original one of this, straight away. It would be Saga of the Swamp Thing 34. The cover would be the same, but in this issue, Swamp Thing and Abby decide that they're going to become an item. They're going to start going out together, but they can't have what am I trying to say without just saying it? They can't what's it called? Yeah, they can't have an act of communion without the well, it's obviously going to be quite splintery for her, I imagine, so they don't go for it. But instead, he pops out this little tuber thing from his chest, his chest. This like potato comes out of him, which she eats, and it's like a psychoactive drug. It's like a mushroom. But yeah, she starts tripping balls on it, and this is why I would recommend this one in colour, because the page starts here, and as she starts hallucinating, the comic spins to this way, and then the book runs like this. Well, and it's just absolutely mental. I'd maybe suggest getting a black and white and a colour. This is Swamp Thing 34. And yeah, she's on another planet. She's absolutely flying out of her box. And then she comes down. Am I going the right way? She comes down, and they're both just sat there. They should just both be sat there smoking cigarettes, but they're not. That would be funny. He just says, "Does this mean She says, "Does this mean we're going out?" Sorry, it's in there somewhere. Yeah, there. Does this mean we're going out? And then they're just smooching away at the end. Honestly, honestly, that's fantastic. I've taken light of it a little bit, but get the rights of spring. Swamp Thing. Saga of the Swamp Thing, number 34. Number 34. Okay, guys, that's everything this week. I'm very excited. I've just won something on eBay that is going to... I'm not even 100% sure what it is. I need to get it back and have a proper look. It's a record. So hopefully we'll have it for next week. And yeah, take it easy, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.